Welcome to today's edition of Crypto Corner at InvestorIdeas.com. News on what's driving the cryptocurrency market. Hello everyone, this is Sam Mowers here. Welcome to another episode of the Crypto Corner podcast. For news today, Bitfarms has reported a new hash rate high, and both HUT8 and HIVE blockchain have posted their results for the month of May. Just before we get into the show, though, a quick reminder that if you enjoy this podcast, to please feel free to share it or leave us a review. And as always, I recommend checking out some of the other podcasts on InvestorIdeas.com. This includes the Cannabis Podcast, the Clean Tech and Climate Change Podcast, along with many others, all of which will bring you up to speed on the latest stock news and trends in their respective spaces. Alright, so Bitfarms Limited, which trades on the Nasdaq under the ticker BITF, has announced that it has reached a new hash rate high of 5.3 exahash per second, up 6% already from May 31st. Ben Gagnon, the company's chief mining officer, explained, quote, "The first tranche of 2,982 micro-BT miners were installed and began hashing last week at our Rio Cuarto farm in Argentina. These miners contributed an additional 290 petahash per second, driving our hash rate to 5.3 exahash per second. With these new installations, operating capacity increased to 29 megawatts at Rio Cuarto and to 207 megawatts company-wide. An additional 3,300 miners are en route to Rio Cuarto and will improve production and energy efficiency at this facility when installed in July." End quote. Next up, HUT8 Mining Corp, which trades on the Nasdaq under the ticker symbol HUT, has posted its production and operations update for May 2023. Highlights there include the mining of 147 Bitcoin, that's an average of 4.7 Bitcoin a day, the sale of 179 Bitcoin for proceeds totaling $6.8 million, and the production of 56.54 Bitcoin per exahash in hash rate capacity for the month. The company's CEO Jamie Leverton commented on the remediation of HUT8's site in Drumheller, Alberta, Canada. Quote, "While the re-energization at Drumheller has been challenging, our team continues to show grit and perseverance and is making progress. In addition to recognizing our mining team for their hard work and dedication, I would also like to congratulate our HPC team for winning a significant 5-year client contract at our flagship data center in Kelowna." End quote. Lastly for today, HIVE Blockchain Technologies Limited, which trades on the Nasdaq under the ticker HIVE, has reported the unaudited production figures from its global Bitcoin operations for the month of May 2023. Highlights include the production of 304.6 Bitcoin and an average hash rate of 3.3 exahash per second for the month. Aidan Killick, that's the president and CEO of HIVE, said, quote, "We are starting to receive shipments of our 1.26 exahash per second of ASICs, which was previously announced, and are installing them in our data centers upon delivery. We expect to provide updates on our growing hash rate capacity as we work towards our interim goal of 4 exahash per second, and moreover, we are actively evaluating opportunities in the market for our year-end goal of 6 exahash per second." End quote. That does it for today's Crypto Corner. If you would like to be a guest or sponsor for this podcast, contact InvestorIdeas.com. Investor Ideas reminds all listeners to read our disclaimers and disclosures on the InvestorIdeas.com website. And this podcast is not an endorsement to buy products, services, or securities. Investors are reminded all investment involves risk and possible loss in investment. To hear more InvestorIdeas.com podcasts, please visit InvestorIdeas.com/audio. And a reminder, you can also hear our podcasts on Apple Podcasts, Audible, Spotify, TuneIn, Stitcher, Spreaker.com, iHeartRadio, Google Podcasts, and most audio platforms available. This podcast was sponsored by AppTech Payments Corp. AppTech is an innovative fintech company whose mission is to deliver a better way for businesses to provide their customers with immersive commerce experiences. For more information, visit apptechcorp.com. AppTech trades on the Nasdaq under the ticker symbol APCX.